Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. I got up this morning. What's up, Michaela? Hey, babes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You guys come on, jump right in the comments section. Let me know what's going on. Hey, Coco Butterfly. What's up, babes? Say something. Say hey. Say hi. Say something. Say what up, nigga. Say something. Um, I. Oh Lord. I have honestly been thinking about a lot of things, and I really want to share something with you today. This is going to make you think, hopefully, and we're going to go from there. There are a lot of names in the descriptions, a lot of names, but this this church culture. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey. Um, good morning. Thank you. This church culture is honestly just it's one of the it's really weird because when you really start paying attention to everything, you just have to start scratching your head because you're like, that don't make sense, or at least it's not adding up all the way. It's not adding up. Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. It's your boy King Jives. I'm just starting the show. Listen, you coming on, please hit that like button, hit that like button. Please hit that share button. Please make sure that you like the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Please make sure you share, like. And if you can, please consider donating to the platform, okay? Consider donating to the platform. Consider donating to the platform. Like always, I do appreciate you all for coming on. Thank y'all so much. There is our content disclaimer. Y'all know we have to put our stuff up there just to cover our what? COA, cover our ass. Amen. All right, y'all know what we got to do. Let's go and start the show. Oh, yeah. It's the King Jive Show, baby. All right, so I just I'm gonna show y'all something today, and it's gonna make a whole lot of sense. It's gonna make a whole lot of sense. It's gonna make a whole lot of sense. Um, the reason why I say a lot of these folks are vampires, I don't believe like realistically that they're vampires. We're not gonna go all the way there. But I believe that they have they have a vampire mentality. Simple as that. I've been in church my whole entire life. And you all can come on, leave a comment. I've been in church my whole entire life, and these Negroes have a vampire mentality. Like they want to suck you dry, or at least suck you enough, no pun intended, suck you enough until they can just come back and get more. Until you rejuvenate, then they come back and suck some more. Come back, and then they come back and suck some more. Y'all, this has been going on for quite some time. And I remember watching the movie Sinners. And as I was sitting in the movie theater, right, Michaela, as I was sitting in the movie theaters, I said, man, what's up, Darius? Good morning, brother. As I was sitting in the movie theater, I said, dang, this looked like church. And see, normally when I go to the movies, Normally when I go to the movies, like I always, I'm gonna get something, something's gonna speak to me, it's gonna be something, right? It's just gonna be something. And I'm sitting here, and this morning, this just happened to scroll across my screen, my timeline, and I said, it's always one. And as I was watching it, Michaela, I said, this is church. This is church. And so, we've been having this discussion about all of this stuff. And then last night we did a show with Mother Huff and Sister Felicia Watts last night in Pensacola, Florida. And just how the bishops are trying to drain them dry through the legal system. First, they took them through the church system, and then they took them through. Now they've been taking them through the court system for like 4 or 5 years now that I've been with them. And I've been with them since the very beginning. And I'm like, y'all are spending all this money for what? For egos? They want to drain you till you don't have nothing left. And then what happens to the people when they're done? They've lost God forbid, they lost their building and they're just out here. Then they got to start all over again. Who want to do that? Who wants to do that? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's that vampire mentality. It's that vampire cult mentality. And then they just keep sucking you dry. And then, you got people like Shane Perry, he's the token white boy in the black church. And it's like, now you want to sit out here and tell us about our culture. Nigga, what? Of all people, I think you need have a seat, sir. Sit down. Sit down. Please. Sit down. Okay. Okay. Sit down. Matthew Stevenson, Jonathan Ferguson. Who else I put on here? Matthew Stevenson, Jonathan Ferguson. Make sure I got the right people, yo. Because, yeah. Matthew Stevenson, Jonathan Ferguson, Larry. I mean, he may not like it. Bishop Jordan, Brian Carn. It's like, keep pulling. And then when you say, well, what are you doing for the people? It's crickets. You know what, Larry? You know what, Derek? Oh. I mean, they just keep pulling. They don't really sound right, Darius, but they just keep pulling. They just keep pulling and draining. None of what I'm saying is just sounding right. Just keep draining. Just want to drain you just until it just drains you, just woo, just suck you dry, just baby, just swolled up, just baby, just gone bye-bye, like I said, the situation with North Florida, the situation with North Florida with Bishop Willie C Green and Bishop J. Drew Sheard. Like, this has gone on far enough. This has gone on far enough. Now, I happen to get now let me also include the situations with the PDF files. J. Reagan's. Let me also include the PDF files. You got TD McNutt, Prophet Erick D Lloyd. And just this week alone, I've seen about 4 or 5 preachers that have been locked up for some mess, for touching children. You get what I'm saying? Man, I'm like, but yet and still, y'all are in y'all pulpit today talking about thus said the Lord. Baby, they are bombing Dubai. They are bombing Iraq. Y'all got all this. What's going on? What's going on? The Lord ain't speaking? Hey, Miko, good morning. The Lord ain't speaking? These niggas are vampires. Figuratively speaking. Seriously. I believe this is a good question to ask, Miko. What have we really gained since this whole church culture phenomenon? Since being in Americas, what have we really gained? What have we really gained? You get what I'm saying? Now, you know what? And craziness about it is the more we sit out here and we're asking for peace, we want a leader that can bring peace. We want all this other stuff. And now, that we've been talking about all this stuff. Now here we go. We've been talking about the Epstein files. And then here this orange orangutan, now he wants to start a war. Whatever's in them files, listen, I can't hold you. Whatever is in them files, it has to be real serious. For you to risk, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Whatever is in, see, because they're already redacting stuff. They're already redacting all kind of things, right? But whatever is in them files, he thought it was worth risking the entire United States of America. That's what's crazy to me. That's what's crazy to me. Whatever's in them files, you would risk the entire country because of your shenanigans and the people that's attached to you and Jeffrey Epstein. That right there should make everyone question everything. Should make everyone question everything. Should make everyone question everything. For you to risk this country's well-being, when I tell you the black church, babe, when I say failed tremendously. Oh shit, baby, shut. Where we at? 16 minutes. You can shut that shit up, okay? Listen here. You can You can do that all day long. I don't want to hear none of that. Because I'm telling you right now, at this point, what's going on is more important than an IC. Shut up. Shut up. Because, baby, we're dealing with life right now. You dealing with fantasies and fairy tales and all this other stuff like this. Baby, we finding out, we unearthing some stuff around here. Baby, everything is being revealed. Oh, brother, don't talk about lock them on the earth. Baby, we are, the whole earth is locked up in an ice wall. And well, Mario, well, you really believe that? Listen here. We didn't believe they was chopping up children, did
Oh.
We didn't believe they was chopping and eating children, did we? We didn't believe they was out here sacrificing children, did we? We didn't believe that. We didn't believe that until we get factual proof. But listen here, Jeffrey Dahmer was enough. But see, then we can go back further than that. Baby, they was eating our black ass. What is really going on? Baby, I was looking at one map. One of the maps said it got Asgard. I said, wait a minute, Asgard? I said, wait a minute, wasn't that in Thor? I said, so you mean to tell me that Asgard is a real place? I said, wait a minute now, wait a minute. So then I'm questioning. I'm like, okay, Lord, we locked up here. So I'm like, wait a minute. So wait, hold on, y'all. Wait, I'm pondering something. I'm like, so because you know the Bible say it didn't say we're gonna go up. It said we're gonna go over to a new earth, a new heaven, and a new earth. So I'm like, heaven on earth. Hello, heaven on earth. And he said when he come or it come, he'll do the separating. So I'm like, okay, so so now I'm wondering. See, because you can't confuse me about aliens, because I believe in them motherfuckers too. You can't confuse me about ghosts. I believe in them motherfuckers too. Okay, I believe we got motherfucking extraterrestrials walking around here looking at us. And bitch, I'm looking at your ass too, because bitch, you look weird one day from the next. Bitch, I'm like, the fuck? You know? Baby, it's getting real. It's getting real. Baby, I'm telling you. Baby, you better open your eyeballs, you better open your peepers. But anyways, I want to show y'all something. Because this gonna correlate a lot of stuff with the church.
That Sinners is genius, not just for the story, but for the hidden metaphors that director Ryan Coogler carefully put into the film. For instance, how Sinners is a metaphor for the African American experience in the United States, using vampires to show how black folks have been historically robbed by white folks in this country. Let me explain my theory. In the first act, Slim tells Sammy a story about how he got arrested by a few white sheriffs, but after him and his partner Rice played music at the jailhouse, the sheriffs got the idea to take them on the road to play for rich white folks.
See, these white folks we playing for, they're real money.
Slim and his partner got rich, but after Rice bought a train ticket to start his own church, white folks found all the money he made in his pocket, said he stole it from another white man,
and a lynching right there in the railroad station.
That sounds like how we operate today. A lot of these folks don't never want you to get ahead, even some of your own peoples, which makes me question their ass. Oh, Miko, they not hearing what I'm saying. They're not hearing what I'm saying. See, some of our own people really don't want you to get ahead, but they preach, oh, we got to strive. We got to strive. What's really going, either we going to strive or we not strive. What we doing? You get what I'm saying? See, because what makes you scratch your head and wonder is, why is it that only certain people get to be at the top and everybody else got to stay at the bottom or in the middle trying to climb out the bucket? Keep playing.
Just in this story alone, we see two examples of blood-sucking going on. One, when the white folks used Slim and Rice's music, turning them into a traveling man to play for other rich white people. The second is when white folks stole Rice's money from him at the station outright. The first thing I thought of when this revelation came to me was Elvis. Elvis is a complicated musical figure with good and bad qualities, but his style was heavily influenced by black music, and he profited greatly from that while the people
Always gonna get good.
Didn't get much recognition. Stealing is by far the most prevalent sin in sinners. The twins steal from the Irish and the Italians, using the money to start their own juke joint. These two men are caught trying to steal from Smoke here, which he shoots them for, and these incarcerated men labor for free under the hot sun.
So you rob trains and banks, but you can't steal this pussy for a night.
I've read that southern states passed black codes immediately after emancipation that criminalized things like unemployment, loitering, or not having a labor contract. Black men were arrested on these pretextual charges.
Now let's pause here. Why is it in this country, or better yet, in this world? I got to preface that. Why is it in this world the most hated race is the black race? But then I have to question that too, because there are Africans who hate black folks too. I mean, black Africans who hate black people too. Does that make sense? I got a congregation full of 80 people. So, you know, we ain't on Facebook and all these other things. We on YouTube only. So I know I got my YouTube church today. Ain't it something? So what is it about our black ass that makes us despised? And honestly, technically, if you want me to be real, it doesn't matter wherever you go in this world. Pete, you are despised because of the color of your skin. And what makes it so asinine is even some of your very own despise you. That's what's crazy. They don't want to help you, don't want to help you come up, don't want to do nothing. But they will suck you dry of all of your resources. Miko, they will suck you dry of all of your resources and then make you feel like boo-boo the motherfucking fool when you have questions like, this ain't right. I thought you were supposed to be helping us. No, I just want to drain you of your resources so I can do what I need to do so that I can get ahead. So when you sitting here looking dumb and ignorant and wondering like, why, what, no, this is why the Bible says, watch. I don't care what listen here. I know a punky made that, put that whole Bible, the King James Bible together, but the Bible say, watch as well as pray. That's what it say. Watch as well as pray. Have discernment. Y'all ain't got discernment. And when I sat here and I watched this movie, when I went to the movie theaters, I watched this movie. I said, this is church. Not only is this church, but this is the black culture, obviously, really, but this is everything about the black experience. Everything about us is stolen, taken away. Somebody else tries to reinvent it and say they did it. All of this stuff like this. Somebody want to be you, say that they you. Somebody want to go get a crown. Baby, they want to be the king. You know what I'm saying? They want to be you. They want to put a crown on. I'm the motherfucking king. I'm the king. And baby, that ain't it. Nobody. I'm just saying, everybody wants to be somebody else but their own goddamn self. Why? Because they see something in your ass that they want. You work hard to get where you at. You work hard to be where you are, but somebody else want to come along and all the hard work that you've done, they want to take it away from you and build off of that. This is what these church vultures and church vampires do. Now, it's just more than just the church, but right now I'm dealing with the church. And then you got white folks who have infiltrated into the black church, and baby, they act alike, look alike, sound alike, and baby, they call themselves fucking alike. Baby, they will marry you, love on you, kiss on you, all of that thing. Baby, try the spirit by the spirit. Baby, test that spirit out. Because I'm going to tell you something. That entity is only going to walk with you but so long. Mm-hmm. You're right. Acting like gossiping and complaining Israelites. That's what it sounds like. That, you know what? And this was so crazy to me. These Khazars, right? These European Khazars that came from the north and came and took over this Israeli culture. First of all, you can never claim what the Bible says actually happened to the nigger culture, okay? You can never claim that, because all that has happened to us, baby, that didn't happen to y'all at all. Baby, y'all can talk about the Holocaust. Baby, y'all went through the Holocaust. Okay, my condolences. But baby, what happened to us and what's still happening to us, baby, that's in Bible. And this is why I try to tell people, baby, don't look at that Bible as just the only infallible written word of God. No, this is history. If they could take all the class books and everything, they ain't gonna take the Bible. And see, the only way to hide something from a nigga is put it in the book. Your history is right there, but you won't read it. Okay, keep
convicted in kangaroo courts and then leased to plantations, mines, and railroads as convict laborers. The state got paid, the company got free labor, and the man got nothing. If you remember, Slim says he was arrested for vagabonding as a traveling musician.
His husband back and forth up the Delta. We get busted for vagrancy.
i.e. loitering and not having a job, which is the same kinds of things southern states criminalized after emancipation. I don't think it's a mistake that all three of the vampires that come knocking at the juke joint are white either, given how much white Americans have stolen from black folks in the past. Music, fashion, vernacular, dance, and food are some of the biggest things white folks stole from black folks. It's interesting how the vampires see this soulful blues music and the magic of it and want it for themselves. It feels like a pretty explicit nod to American history. Other examples of this stealing theme include this motif of vultures we see and hear in Sinners. For instance, vultures fly overhead as Stack drives Sammy to the train station. Vultures fly over the old mill just before
Vulture culture. I love Ryan Coogler.
Smoke and Stack buy it. And finally, we see vultures flying overhead this couple's house after they let the vampire in. The song the vampires sing to Smoke and Stack at the juke joint is Pick Poor Robin Clean, which has lyrics like, I picked his head, I picked his feet, I would have picked his body, but it wasn't fit to eat. It sounds a lot like what the vampires are doing here, and it sounds like what vultures do. They pick the flesh off dead bodies. We also see vultures, it looks like, in the opening narration by Annie, as she talks about how different cultures share the same legend. I've seen other Sinners analysis talk about how the church is vampire-like as well. For instance, when Sammy comes to his father at the start of the movie, flashes of Remick appear on screen as his father speaks to him. With this editing, it feels like Coogler is trying to show that preachers like Sammy's father are vampires to a certain extent.
Boom. That's all I want. Do y'all see what I'm saying? We go in church and they give you everything but what you need. I have been posting on my Facebook page all of the explosions. I've been posting everything that's been going on. All about the trial, all about these explosions that's been going on. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. Y'all want gossip. Y'all want gossip and tea. I'm telling you, listen, y'all ass will be blow the fuck up. And you will be like, well, I didn't know nothing. Baby, it's been right here. It's been going on the entire time and you ain't been paying attention. When we was telling y'all this stuff last year, wasn't nobody listening. Baby, right, when the gas go up, oh my God, the gas prices are so low right now. Okay, get ready to start paying them high-ass prices again. $5, $6 a gallon. Baby, that's high as fuck. Ooh. Make it make sense. Y'all complain about eggs. But this is this vampire culture. While we are running around with our like chickens with our heads cut off, baby, they are sucking us dry. Oh, baby. Now I'm about to say something. Oh, I'm about to say something real quick, Miko. Darius, you here? About to say something. I find it ironic that everybody's asking for thousands and thousands and thousands. Bitch, where you finna go? Where y'all finna go? Where y'all finna go? The Lord said, give a what y'all preparing for? Oh, see, baby, ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody listening. What y'all preparing for? What do y'all need? What do you need? What are you sucking? You sucking all of our finances. What do you need all of our money for? Because, baby, listen here. A lot of us is struggling. So what do you need our struggling money for? I thought y'all was rich. Baby, y'all living all this lavish, so-called lavish lifestyle. And you keep asking for more, asking for more, asking for more, asking for more. Bitch, where you finna go? Where y'all finna go? Do you know something that we don't know? While y'all out here giving these lame ass prophecies, I see wealth coming your way. God said, give $1,000. Baby, You don't go sit your down somewhere? Hold on, keep playing.
When they hug, the camera shows Sammy's face, and his father's face is angled towards his neck, which kind of makes him look like a vampire. You might say, this is just how people look when they hug, Tom. Well, in the reverse shot, Sammy's face faces away from his father's neck. They end their hug and Sammy looks at the congregation. While he does this, Remick's followers screaming in agony flashes on screen. It's almost like his father's congregation is being compared to the vampires that follow Remick. In the first 4 minutes of the movie, Ryan Coogler subtly tells us exactly what the movie is about without us realizing a thing. Another clear connection between the vampires and the church is in the way the vampires talk. When they arrive at the juke joint, they talk about how they want to all be family for a night.
Can't we just, for one night, just all be family?
This promise of connectedness is a key aspect to what the vampires try to sell Smoke and the crew. They talk about how the world is a messed up place and how they can have heaven on earth right here if they turn everyone to vampires.
We're gonna start ourselves a new clan based on love.
The way she holds up her hand and delivers these lines, yep, that reminds me of how religious people talk 100%. One of my favorite moments is when Slim asks Vampire Cornbread what they should be doing, and he says,
being kind to one another and being polite.
it just sounds like typical proper church-going people from the South who preach about kindness and politeness with a smile while being guilty of doing heinous stuff behind the scenes. It's interesting that the embodiment of the devil in Sinners is such a smooth talker. Vampires were a good pick to show this particular brand of evil because since Dracula, vampires have been shown as very intelligent creatures who speak well while hiding an evil underneath. The overall idea of Christianity is one of love, unity, and kindness. It's a very attractive message, but the problem is that Christianity, historically, was used as just another way to enslave black people in the United States.
Oh,
One way the movie shows this is when Slim tells Sammy that,
but wait a minute. Hold on. But wait a minute. But now this is a white boy saying this, but listen, look, wait, hold on. Hold on. Now, here it is. You got white folks that be doing the same thing in the church, and we just overlook it. Okay.
To come in. I want $100,000.
What you say, Paula? Paula, what you said, Paula Dean?
I want $100,000 to come in. I want $100,000. There are people, there are 10 people that could give $10,000. There's 100 people that could give $1,000. Get a check, make it payable to Paula White Ministry. There are people that are watching right now. If you say, I don't have it, give $100. Bring up a sacrificial seed. This isn't for me. This is about kids that will die without you being obedient. There's only 3 envelopes. I'm not moving. I'm not going to lay hands on people till you're obedient. Get out of your seat. Come on and come bring up a seed.
This is about kids. Paula. Now I got questions. Now I got questions. Baby, I got questions. Baby, I got Miko, Darius, I got questions now. Baby, with all of them children that's been missing around here, and y'all talking about, oh, this about feeding the children. Feeding them for what? So y'all can have delectable treats? So y'all can have delectable morsels? Feeding the children. And meanwhile, we got motherfuckers around here missing, and we ain't worried about trying to find the children. We want to feed the children, but we ain't going to find the kids. Oh, okay. Okay. What's Paula White's organization for feeding children? Baby, how long we been feeding the kids? Baby, we got enough money in this country. Baby, should nobody be in this world, should nobody be hungry? No, what's going on is y'all running a human farm. That's what y'all running. What y'all feeding? Ooh, That's why I can't eat I can't eat McDonald's. Oh. What y'all feeding? See, this is why I got questions. Y'all, this is why I got questions. Like, what's really going on? Because if there's more on this earth than just us, and if we're surrounded by ice wall, what y'all doing outside the ice wall? That y'all protect, that all y'all niggas inside a treaty. Y'all can't get along about nothing but that ice wall. Okay. Y'all can't get along but for nothing, but y'all all collectively signed a treaty about a goddamn ice wall. Okay. Then you got I forgot this man's name, but him. Now I knew he was in some type of scandal. This why he was real quiet. Him, this one.
I was preaching, and I was a hypocrite.
Did you have an affair?
I had an affair. I am the one that stepped out on my marriage. I am the one that sinned against God. My wife found out because the girl that I was involved with told a friend in confidence. That friend went to the church. That friend ended up leaving the church disgruntled. She was angry, she was upset, whatever the case may be. When she left, she started telling people. And at that particular point, I had no choice but to be honest and to confess in front of my wife, in front of other parties. We were all there together.
So she found out when everybody else
She found out when everybody else found out.
So now y'all want to come out and be honest. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying the other day. Y'all want to come out and y'all want to do podcast. Y'all want to do the absolute most, but y'all want to do podcasts now. I want to tell y'all how I cheated. Yeah. Oh, listen, let me talk to you. See. What? First of all of this stuff that y'all doing shouldn't be named among y'all anyways. Okay? It shouldn't be named among y'all anyways. See, you was cheating for 12 years. That's a problem. Oh. Let's have a conversation about that. I forgot, what's his man's name? It's Apostle, God. He followed me on, on Instagram. And all y'all sitting out here, y'all ain't preaching about nothing of importance but Jesus. And we need to do right for Jesus. But Meadows, yeah, Brian Meadows. But y'all are not educating your people, so y'all leave y'all people in the dark. But y'all get paid on the back end because y'all get that pat on y'all head. Good little boy. Be a prophet, be an apostle, be an arch of the archbishops and things and stuff. Oh, it's okay if you fuck around. We're going to fuck around and find out anyways. We're going to pay you a little something, give you a little something. Just keep preaching about Jesus. No, that's okay. Tell the people here that he's white. It's okay. You may slip up and say you're black every now and then. That's all right. The truth gonna come out eventually. It's okay. It's all right. Keep on. That's okay. All right. Back to the story.
It wasn't forced on us like that religion.
Historically, white folks used a particular version of Christianity to control black folks, one that emphasized obedience, submission, and acceptance of one's station. Passages like "Servants, obey your masters," which is Ephesians 6:5, were preached heavily and deliberately. Christianity was also used as a way to separate black folks from their own spiritual traditions. Organizations like the Society for the Propagation of the Gospel framed conversion as part of a civilizing mission, the idea that African spiritual traditions were primitive and needed to be replaced. This became ideological justification for both slavery and later colonialism. One other thing is, the vampires, when turned, all act the same, don't they? They're basically one big conglomerate, kind of like a church congregation. One moment that drives this home is when the vampires sing "Picked Poor Robin Clean" together. Pick poor Robin clean. Pick poor Robin clean. It sounds like the congregation singing "This Little Light of Mine" at the start of the film. Speaking of that, pay attention to people's costumes in this church. They're all wearing white in here. It invokes a feeling of connectedness, of sameness, but white is seen in another key aspect of the film, which are the cotton fields that our main characters drive through many times. The cotton fields work best as a visual metaphor for enslavement. Our main characters drive through them a lot, and it kind of puts them on a pedestal, showing them as free men to a certain extent. But still, the plantation surrounds them. The spirit of slavery still lives on here, and it goes as far as the eye can see. It makes the main characters feel trapped and free at the same time. At one point, Sammy tells Smoke,
"Look, I'm leaving that plantation just like y'all did."
He says this right after telling Smoke he wants to become a touring musician. He refers to where they're from as the plantation. Maybe Ryan Coogler is trying to make a connection between the church and slavery itself, and how the church tries to wipe out black folks' history and call certain behaviors sinning just to control them and get them to assimilate into white culture. Assimilation is another huge motif in the story that ties into what the vampires do. When bitten, the vampires all become the same. Seeing the Chows, a Chinese couple speaking in a perfect Southern accent with perfect Southern mannerisms, threw me when I first saw the movie.
Yeah.
It's really what everyone in this story needs to do. Smoke is a straight shooter in the film who doesn't have time for fairy tales or ghost stories. He tells Sammy, "We're going to give it to you straight," after Sammy asks about Chicago being some sort of heaven for black people. Smoke replies that it's the same as Mississippi with big tall buildings instead of plantations. We get the sense that Smoke isn't necessarily a bad person, he's just had to assimilate into this cruel world and be a little cruel himself. He talks to Sammy of a town called Mound Bayou, a city of free slaves.
Stack, you figure we get to Mount Bayou. Small town, right here in Mississippi. Find about 3 slaves.
He speaks of it like an oasis in a messed up world and tells Sammy to go there and to
leave all this here improper shit to us.
Stack represents seeing the world with imagination. Stack does have vision, like he says after Smoke closes the door on him.
No vision.
He's the one who wants to open the juke joint today. He's the one who wants to let folks pay with wooden plantation money. In one sense, that's good for business because the best businessmen can imagine new possibilities where others can't. The problem is that the world sucks and will throw every obstacle in your way to make sure your vision doesn't come true. Smoke represents a more pragmatic worldview. He sees the world for what it is.
Ain't that just like what we've been dealing with on these here YouTube streets? We can't never do regular stories. We always got to entertain the bullshit. We can't never talk about what's important because we got to talk about nigga shit. And who is getting paid from the nigga shit? Not us, because we're not getting paid that much. I can show y'all right now with my YouTube stuff. I ain't getting that much. I remember one time I got $1,700. Ain't no money at all. But I promise you, from the algorithm and the ads and everything, Google's getting paid a whole lot. So from the drama and the beef and all of this nonsense and everything like that, baby, these platforms are getting assed out paid from our fuck shit. Oh, but just keep letting us just tap dance. Oh, they're doing good. Oh, look at them. Oh my God, you can be a millionaire. Oh, just keep going. Keep going. Oh, and then here come people like Bishop Jordan. I can show you how to become a millionaire. I can show you. And you sitting there with the carrot. Oh, y'all running behind Larry. Oh, I want to be rich just like you. Oh, I want to be rich just like you. Oh my God. Hey, baby, I was a victim too. I was. I want to be rich like you. Baby, smoke and mirrors. Baby, they want you in their grasp so they can suck you dry. They can suck you dry and keep you in their grasp so you can't go nowhere and do nothing. So you move when they say move, how they say move, and do what they say do. Baby. No, we're good. No. And then y'all keep saying, oh, Mario, I thought y'all were friends. Mario, I thought y'all were friends. Wait. The shade of it all. The shade of it all. I thought y'all were friends. Y'all always come with that same line. I thought y'all were friends. Michaela, I thought y'all were friends. Miko, I thought y'all were friends. How can you say those things? I thought y'all were friends. Baby, I know a snake when I see a snake. I can be cordial. Well, baby, I know a snake when I see a snake. Okay? I know a snake when I see a snake. Oh, Mario, what about everybody else? Baby, listen here. I decide to move accordingly. And I move on. Baby, I don't want to stay in this cesspool of foolishness, arguing about the same shit every 6, 7, 5 months, arguing with the same people over and over again. Now I got to sit over here, have a whole live panel, have a whole conversation. Baby, do you know how much content is out here in this world? Do you know how much fucking content is out here in this world that we can be talking about, but we want to be talking about the same fucking niggas all the time? Oh my God. What are we doing? Nobody's paying attention to this shit. Y'all are wrapped up in the same. Let Bishop Jordan and Larry have that goddamn $10 million lawsuit. Fuck that shit. Let them Negroes have it. Baby, there is more content out here that is of importance. If them niggas want to argue about an audio and who did what and how they did what and who was doing what, because baby, somebody called me today and told me, they said Conscious was saying, what's the little boy name? Oh, he didn't have no relationship with Bishop Jordan. I said, huh? Oh, Larry was not in Dubai. What? Y'all, look, you know what? Listen, baby, all we gonna do is keep doing this right here, double dutching. And we playing jump rope. How high can you go? Hopscotch and double dutching, round and round we go. I ain't, baby, y'all, listen here. You can have that shit. You can have it. Baby, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Baby, listen here. I ain't got time to be repeating these same fuck ass stories over and over again. It makes no sense. When we out here, we don't know if we're gonna get bombed or not. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, the next day, or anything. And y'all want us to sit up out here and talk about Bishop Jordan and Larry? Are you kidding me? Oh, hell no.
No.
Maybe y'all can miss me with that shit. I mean that. And whoever can get offended, however you want to get offended, but they are not important. I'm telling you what I know. They are not important. They are not the same. Baby, Larry want to be the center of the universe so bad. If you don't sit your okey pokey looking ass down somewhere and you got the motherfucking mitigated gall to sit up here and call somebody goddamn ugly, bitch, if you don't sit your big loopa lump, big, woo, Jesus Christ. Baby, y'all worried about the wrong thing. Listen here, when I tell you fake rich people, I ain't talking about Bishop Jordan, but I'm talking about fake rich people. Baby, y'all living off loans, y'all living off Patreons and shit like that. No, y'all are fake fucking rich people. Because real rich people don't do this fuck shit right here. Keep going.
And is ready for all the BS that comes with it. When Smoke says that the best part of him was Stack, he means it. Because you can't have all pragmatism and no vision, and you can't have all vision and no pragmatism. They complement each other perfectly. I think, though, that Stack does represent the devil a little bit. He's the one that comes to Cornbread and Slim offering deals that sound too good to be true. Perhaps Ryan Coogler and company are trying to warn the audience of smooth talkers like this, promising money and other crazy things. Maybe not because the smooth talkers are bad, but because this world is more unforgiving than even they might realize. Maybe Coogler is trying to show that folks need to be like Smoke, vigilant and on guard.
Smooth talkers. They're not just smooth, baby. When I tell you these niggas be, baby, these vampires smooth talking. Miko, smooth, baby. Baby, they so smooth talking. Baby, when I tell you smooth talking, baby, they were so smooth talking, baby. When I tell you, had my sister word, she was like, I'm gonna get my little conversation in. Gonna get my little conversation in while I can, because you about to get caught up. Smooth talk, baby. When I tell you, I'm gonna make, baby. When I tell you, when I tell you, smooth talking as butter. And see, what's so funny about all of this? Thank you, Miko. See, I'm gonna say this. If Larry, and I think Larry came back in time because he knew how petty Bishop is. And see, somebody will drop a dime.
Oh, Lord.
And see, Dubai don't take too kindly to homosexuals. Dubai don't take too kindly to predatorial behaviors, okay? And it is punishable by death. So he probably is over here in America. So this is why his ass was going live. See, because Larry don't go live. He let everybody else do his bidding for him. Ain't that something? But all of these niggas is smooth talkers. Smooth talkers. I can do this for you. I can do, all they want to do is get you in their grasp. All they want to do is get you in their grasp. Once they get you in their grasp, oh baby, it's a wrap then. It's a wrap. Smooth like snake oil salesman. I can. Honey, listen here. See, when I started asking questions, that's when maybe everybody started getting all jittery and bothered and wait a minute, like you ain't supposed, nigga, You ain't supposed to be asking questions. Just be satisfied with the little $100 I send you. Just be satisfied with the little $500 I send you. Oh, nigga, you ain't supposed to be asking all these questions. Oh, now I'm starting to get pissed off because you ain't supposed to be asking all these questions and stuff. See, now the real you really starts showing up. Because you got my attention when you said, hey, let's make some money. Oh, let's make some money. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. Oh, Mario, you didn't stay long enough. Miko, ain't that what the people said? Miko, ain't that what the people said? Cousin, ain't that what the people? Oh, Mario, you didn't stay long enough. See, if you had stayed, close your mouth and just let him teach you. Baby, smooth like butter. Baby, smooth like butter. Baby, smooth like butter. While you drain and you drain and you drain. Oh, no, do your content this way. Oh, no, do your content that way. Well, it's not making me no money. That's okay. You're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. But I'm not making no money. Oh, that's okay. Here's a couple $100. You're going to be rich. You're going to be rich.
They don't get taken advantage of in this crazy, money-obsessed world. Money plays a huge role in sinners. We've all heard of the famous phrase, money is the root of all evil, which comes from Timothy 6:10, which actually reads, the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. You see, the actual devil in this movie is this man right here who sells the twins this old mill. He aptly enough is the Grand Dragon of the KKK, aka the big head honcho with connections to a monster who breathes fire. Yeah, that sounds like the devil to me. Money is connected to a lot of the fatalities in this movie. For instance, Stack slips Slim $1 into his hat while he plays and promises him a huge payday if he plays at the juke joint tonight. Same with Cornbread. His wife hears talk of money and tells Cornbread to go with Stack. The KKK couple that lets Remick into their house only does so when he offers them gold coins. It's the same gold they give to Mary. She forgets she has it in her hand still, and then they attack her. She then gives it to Stack inside the juke joint, which he accepts. Minutes later, he's turned into a vampire. When the vampires try to get into the juke joint, Remick says,
we just came here to play. Spend some money.
And what's the final thing the Grand Dragon of the KKK says before Smokes smokes him?
Listen, I got money, huh?
At the very end of the movie, when Stack visits Sammy one last time, he gives him $200 bills. And just think about the name Stack for a second. Stack, like stacks, as in stacks of bills. With this money motif, the meaning of Sinner starts to break wide open. If you remember, Annie takes fake money from the children buying items at her store. Smoke tries trading with her to give her some real money, but she refuses, saying that,
I ain't stupid. Your money come a blow.
The subtext being that money and the system that puts money on the highest pedestal is rotten to the core. Smoke and Stack had to learn how to navigate this money-obsessed world. Smoke is a businessman, a man of numbers, profit margins, and being on time. He teaches this young girl how to negotiate, preparing her for the real world. Later, Smoke and Miss Chow negotiate the price of a sign. They both have had to assimilate into this world of money. After Sammy performs, Smoke asks to see him in the rafters. Smoke talks of Mountain Bayou. The mayor of the city said that Smoke's dad was an evil man and that there was no way he didn't pass that evil on to them. Smoke and Stack's own people didn't let them in, so they had to learn how to survive and thrive in a white man's world, working for Al Capone and stealing just to survive. This is such a key part of the story, the fact that the twins couldn't get into Mountain Bayou. Near the end of the film, we see the black folks that were inside the juke joint become vampires themselves. They all dance together outside in one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Is this representing how black folks join the white man's system and turn against one another in the process? Like Cornbread says,
Well, it be your own people.
Another key part of this is what Annie says.
They live on. even if the one that made them is killed.
If we're using vampires as a metaphor for this bloodthirsty, money-obsessed world, this line of dialogue means that once you join the system and become one of them, you'll always be one of them, making this evil particularly difficult to expunge. Annie also says that vampires are cursed to stay in their own bodies and can't join the ancestors. They can't feel the warmth of a sunrise and are stuck here with all this hate. It's really sad. Slaves brought from Africa not only had to work without pay, but now they have to join the white man's world, which is vicious, money-obsessed, and turns people against one another. They have no choice in the matter either, since they're not the ones in positions of power to change anything. It is a forced assimilation, a forced baptism, if you will, which we see Remick doing with Sammy at the end of the film. And what's worse is how these vampires, these white folks, see it as them saving the black folks. Like Remick says to Mary,
I'm sad as all, but I don't need no saving.
Yes. You do. Yes, you do. You all do.
Sinners is brilliant because it shows the foundational
Oh, that's what they told us. That's what they told me. You need to be saved, Jives. You need to be saved. You need God to come in and save you. That's what make me question a whole lot of these niggas. I be like, what I need to be saved from? I'm like, Meg, you don't want to be saved, don't save him. Don't save him. What? You need to be saved, Jives. You need to come on back into holiness. What holiness? I know this ain't holiness. This ain't holiness. Hoishness, this ain't holiness. This ain't it. And then you turn around and y'all just keep sucking us dry. You keep offering us trinkets, toys. And the people who's actually telling resilient Jesse, the people that's actually telling the truth, you break them down enough to where the trinkets look appealing. Miko, you break them down enough till the trinkets look appealing. Oh. Why do I need to look like you? Why do I need to dress myself in Louis Vuitton and Fendi and Gucci and Prada just to be something and somebody when I'm actually giving my money to people who don't give a fuck about me? When I could be sitting up here building my own. What are we talking about here? Hello? Nobody is even talking about generational wealth. You mentioned about insurance and all of this stuff and stock market. But nobody's talking about, everybody want to talk about heaven. What? I gotta live on this earth. Can you tell me about, do you got the lottery numbers? Do you got the lottery numbers? Do you know how to do the crypto? Do you know how to do day trading? I gotta live in this earth. And y'all sitting up out here playing with me. Y'all are sitting here playing with me. And why is it that y'all always coming to the broke ass people? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why do they always come to the broke ass people? Why do y'all always come to the broke ass people? Because you're going to make them give. And you gonna make them do, and you gonna make them, because the Lord said. And notice they always got this S. What's with this S? What's with this S? Are you a lizard or a snake or something? I hear the Lord say, God's moving. Baby, you got a fourth tongue you didn't tell me about? Your eyeballs moving a certain way? Baby, do they, is something going on you didn't tell me about? The fuck? I keep trying to tell y'all, baby, these folks may not be the real prophets. Baby, it might be these YouTubers that's the real prophets are carrying on. Right here, hissing and lisping and whispering and all this kind of bullshit stuff. And meanwhile, speaking of, where's this punk ass bitch that was in my comments yesterday? You need to bring your raggedy ass on my page right now so I can drop this link for you, sir. Because if I catch your punk ass in my comments, I'm going to block the fuck out you. Because you're not finna sit up here and talk shit to me in my comment section and you can't say it to my face. That's why I said it's a fake ass page. All right.
Morality of the world black folks are brought into. It shows the hypocrisy in calling folks sinners when the entire money-obsessed system that America is built on leads to all sorts of evil itself. And finally, it shows via allegory how vampires run this corrupt system. How to thrive within it, you become a vampire yourself. Thank you so much for watching. What did you notice in Sinners? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this film analysis, consider subscribing to my channel. I publish new film analysis.
You got to become one yourself. Shout out to film analysis that I got there from his page. Shout out to film analysis. I got that from his page. Just doing some commentary on his video. Y'all, I'm finna go in here and make me a little smoothie. And so I'm gonna tell y'all something. What they fail to realize and they won't tell you is that you can heal yourself, but it's in how you eat and drink and everything else on this earth. Is what you put in. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, baby, all them big folks that's at the top is trying to kill the masses so they can do crowd control. See, y'all don't listen to me because y'all, for whatever reason, but it's just the truth. But baby, everybody trying to collect some money because they're trying to go somewhere. Because how much money do you need and where you trying to go? All right. Anyways, y'all like the show. Y'all love the show. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App. It is Sunday. Bless the service. If y'all had a good time in the service, I'm finna go in here and make me a oat and trilogy flaxseed smoothie today. So praise God. Anyways, I hope y'all had a good one. Thank y'all for being on. Miko, sister, I appreciate you being on. Thank y'all so much. It's been one of them days. It's been one of them days. Peace out, y'all.
It's the King Jive Show, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.